My name is Abe. I was Employee of the Year. Now I'm dead meat.
Pull a gun on me again and you're dead meat.
Dead meat! You might actually beat me. You really think so? Hell no! You're dead meat.
Hello, I am here with the creator of Happyhills Homicide. And when did you create that game? It was back in 2020?
Around 2020, yeah. I think I published it at 2021.
So you worked on this during the pandemic, potentially?
Yeah. Had a lot of time on my hands, so yeah.
That's very fair. Yeah, how long did it take you to make the first game?
I think altogether like 2-3 years. I had some breaks in between.
And is this something you're working on in the side?
Yeah, it's really a side project. Started as a hobby. I have a full-time job as well in the IT department.
So you tell people to turn things off again and on again.
Exactly. Yeah.
How did you decide I'm going to make this game?
It all started with the 2019 film Joker.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that movie kind of shocked its audience, and I thought, hey, that's cool. I want to do that too. I want to give some shockers, some brutal murders, just some gore. I had no story, just some kills in mind. Yeah.
Okay, so you just jotted down some kill ideas, but then the gameplay, it feels very much like an early kind of a LucasArts game, like a point and click kind of adventure style game. Was there any kind of game that was inspiring to you in that way?
Not exactly in that way, no.
You should have responded with something like, "How appropriate! You fight like a cow!"
I just always liked the side-scrolling to the retro games. Very stylish.
And this wasn't the first game that you'd made. You'd made the Rain Man before?
The Rayman I made after the first.
Oh, you made
Happyhills
after.
Homicide.
Okay,
Yeah,
that one
in
was
between.
after.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
was this your first game then?
No. I also had, I don't know if you saw on Game Jolt, my first one I put there is Whiskers.
Tell me about Whiskers.
Well, that's a really point-and-click game. No moving around. Just clicking with the mouse. It's all about meeting weird characters, escaping, picking the right items. I also did a lot of voice acting in the game.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Hey, nice. I mean, I'm
yeah.
voice actor over here, so I love it.
Nice. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But way before that, I was active on yo-yo games for like 10 years prior to Game Jolt.
What inspired you to start just making games? Are you self-taught? Did you go to school for this, or?
No, just completely self-taught and some occasional YouTube tutorials, of course. Thought, hey, why don't just make games? Yeah, seems like a lot of fun.
I mean, it's amazing. It feels like a very professionally made game. Obviously, you had some stuff under your belt, so you've been fine-tuning, but you did all the, art style, or do you reuse? Did you find like basic stuff, or you just like, nope, I just made it all and...
Nope, it's all from scratch, really, yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, I have to ask, why are there so many cheeseburgers?
Oh,
There are cheeseburgers everywhere in that game, and they're just not in wrappers. They're just like half-eaten, just laying on desks. I love it.
right.
I love the cheeseburger, but I'm curious why there's so many.
But it's really just one little object in the game. It has like 8 or 10 different sprites, and the game picks at random 1 out of 10 what sprite is going to be. And most of the time it was the cheeseburger. Don't know why I'm like that.
Oh, so the backgrounds are generated kind of randomly based on you
yeah.
created
I
the
can
elements
apply,
and then it put it in there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool. So it just decided, I really like these cheeseburgers. Let's put them everywhere.
Yeah. Sometimes it was a coffee mug, and other times a bottle of whiskey or something.
Which I guess brings me also to like some of the art decoration in there. I may be reading too much into this, but some of the silhouettes, like you have the little framed pictures and things like that up on the walls. One of them looked like Norman Bates from Psycho. Like it seemed like it was a little silhouette stabbing. Was that intentional, or am I just reading into that?
No. That was not intentional, but it's fun that you think of it that way. Yeah.
And then I think the same with there was a boat. Kind of like in the ocean, like a silhouette. That one looked like the orca from Jaws for me.
Not intentional, no.
Great. All right. I'm reading too much into this stuff. That's fair.
It could have been.
I'm assuming then there was not really a budget for this game or anything. You just kind of did it. You didn't have investors or anything. You just said, I'm just going to make this thing in my spare time.
Nothing. Yeah. Only the game engine I used. That's the only cost I had to make. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the game engine that you use?
Game Maker Studio.
And so that's the thing that kind of helps generate.
Yeah. Code in it, program it, animate the sprites, everything.
Very cool. I mean, I love the animation in there. And even like the second game, his yo-yo, like was that...
Yeah. I thought of why not just add some idle animations for all characters. Seems like fun.
I think and then Pawlowski, I think his idle animation was a cigar
Yeah.
smoking or something. And as I go through the footage and everything when I'm doing stuff, it goes by really fast. So I'm just seeing him constantly just smoking. Oh, he should be dead. He should be dead for me.
He should be dead. Yeah.
Cigars he's smoking. I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep saying that. I'm in awe that you created this
I
thing
appreciate
that
it.
feels
Yeah,
very
thank you.
polished. What caused you to release it for free? Like this one, you just said, I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, I actually released every game prior to that for free. Never really thought that it would blow up like this.
I mean, but then you did for Happyhills Homicide 2, you charged like
Yeah.
$3-4 or something like that.
Yeah, I want to keep it low. I don't want to make full fleshed out expensive games. It's a very small amount.
I think it's well worth it too, because the game is, about, an hour and a half. And I think
Yeah.
that's very reasonable to ask for it. It wasn't overpriced or anything. I'm not expecting like a $70 AAA now that like all
No.
games are $70. It's nice to have this little boom, straightforward, little puzzle thing. And how has the reception been? You getting fan letters? You getting any kind of,
No fan letters, but I've seen a lot of fan art.
We've got back there, if you can see.
Yeah, really cool.
I had the custom made. It's out of a Fester mask from Adam's Family.
Nice.
So then, so you said your inspiration was Joker and just some kills and just head kill. Like, what was the first kill that you had?
Well, most of the kills were inspired by the Final Destination franchise.
No, it does have that feel of like these random objects together
Yeah.
create this, and it's such a great idea being this slasher killer and just having to puzzle solve like, well, this and this, maybe they would work together. All right, sure.
Yeah, it's not a very practical killer, but he takes fun in it.
I love that Palgren, his design. How long, how'd you come up with the design, or how long did that take kind of to get the look of him, nail him down?
Not by a lot. As you may have noticed, the entirety of his outfit is almost a janitor suit, mechanic suit. That's almost straight Michael Myers. Everybody loves a clown, so let's put on a clown mask. Let's combine the two.
Did your clown mask, because there's plenty of clown, there's Art the Clown, Killer Clown, like lots of clowns. Where did your kind of clown mask style come from? Any inspiration there?
Not an inspiration directly, but I just wanted to keep it a bit clean, just not too many colors, no silly wig or something. And want to make it the little red cheeks to make it a little cute.
It does. He has this cuteness to him. And then, in the second one, you make him a little more kind of later Michael Myers. He's got like the crack in the mat, like the crack in the, and he switched to overalls in the sequel.
Yeah, that has no reason. The cracks indeed are directly inspired from the new Halloween movies. I thought it was really cool, and the overall just thought it was fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of intimidating, but also a little bit funny.
So so the thing about that, you're credited as just like, it's basically you. So like, you also did the music. Right?
Yeah, most of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
For part one entirely, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you're credited as the music for part one, and it's really good.
Thank you.
Really good. How did you kind of come up with the theme, or where did that come from?
Well, it starts with the classic piano tunes. So that's also mostly Halloween. And then the closer you get to your kill, it gets more intense. So added some low bass sounds and some synthesizers. A lot of inspiration by Carpenter, I believe. A lot of synthwave, retrowave aspects to it.
It works so well as a gameplay mechanic when you know that you're on the right track. Just a simple thing of, all right, I'm walking around this thing. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm somewhere. I got to start killing something.
Yeah. It's also meant as a guideline through the levels. Yeah.
As well as the tape titles. You did a very smart thing with the titles of the tapes are also guidelines of kind of what's in some ways. Yeah. But they're also just really good puns.
Yeah, they're very cheesy.
As a man who makes a lot of puns in his kill counts and things, I appreciate them.
Nice. Good to hear.
So you're saying you had just a couple ideas of just some kills and things that you wanted to do. How did it start to flesh out the story? Because I think the story actually works very well and it reveals itself in an interesting way.
Yeah, so at first I wasn't even going to put in a story. I just wanted to get a serial killer that goes on a rampage. But then a lot of players wanted to know his motive. So I think why not just put in a little story, in the form of a detective search throughout every 5 levels. So you get to know a little bit about his motives, why he's so angry, how he chooses his victims, and worked out very well.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. You also play with some conventions and things. Like, you killed the final girl.
Yeah, that was kind of a big middle finger. Like, not every final girl survives that long. Nope.
Yes, it was a wonderful middle finger because I was like, oh, okay, we're meeting our her name's Madison Carpenter. Great. We get the influence there, everything like, okay.
Yep.
And she's down the stairs and then she's just not coming back. Like, it's not even partial.
Nope.
She's not coming back from that.
Nope. I like to break the cliches.
And even gameplay wise, because it's like, you have a wonderful structure of these tapes. And then every 5, you have the detective do a little Arkham Asylum style Batman investigation of the scene. But then on one of them, you get to the point where you see the detective on the bus.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, it's another detective level. And then you're revealed.
Yeah.
It's little things like that I was just very impressed with the storytelling.
Thanks.
And my favorite moment in there is the haunted house malfunctioning fan.
Yeah.
Where did that idea come from?
Nowhere really. I just like the very blunt interruption. People are waiting for the girls to get decapitated, but yeah, it's also a little middle finger, I think.
I always think of like Saw or The Collector more so. It's like he set up all these elaborate things and did all this in like a night. And it always works perfectly. And then when you suddenly see like, oh shit, I still got to do it. And the girls are panicking and just screaming in there. And it's like, hold on, let me fucking, it just shows he's a normal guy that is like, I got to fucking do this.
Yeah. He's human as well. So.
He's very silent for most of it, but he does talk eventually.
Yeah, in part 1, I wanted to keep him a really silent killer like Michael Myers. For story purposes, it would be okay if he talked a little. So he did a little in part 1, a lot more in part 2. Maybe a bit too much. He had to tone down some dialogue, so he keeps very short.
Did you ever consider, like you said, you did do some voice acting and things. Did you ever consider doing voice acting for this? Or you just want to keep it straight text-based?
I want to keep Happyhills strictly text-based. Yeah. But maybe for my other projects, I will ever voice act.
Do you enjoy voice acting, or are you just like, I have to do it?
No. Really like it. Yeah. I like to do try different accents.
I love it. I will say when you see the kill count, I do add some voices for the characters. So
okay,
we'll see how you feel about how I brought Wade and Pulowski to life.
You're under arrest. I will only warn you once. I am death.
But then also the sound design in this. Now, there's little things like just when he goes into a window, there's just a small creak.
Yeah.
It's very simple, but I feel it's very effective. Like, what was your approach to the sound design kind of the game?
So to release it on Steam, the first game, I had to do a completely sound effects overhaul. Because every sound prior to Steam were sound effects from Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh, you had a bunch of sound effects from Left 4 Dead 2. Amazing.
Yeah, but I think if I wanted to distribute my game on Steam, Valve is the creator of Left 4 Dead 2. I don't think they would have liked it.
That's very fair to be like, I know that sound.
Yeah, a lot of people recognize the screams especially.
Oh, absolutely.
So I had to replace them all. Yeah.
Okay. And then what'd you replace them with? Did you record anything yourself or just
No, they're all just from all stock sounds. Yeah, so that's all the credits at the end. Usernames of people who
that's what
uploaded sounds. Yeah.
Because I was curious. It was like, it's like you and then this and then just here's all these people. I was like, are these just friends? So you're an artist, you draw these things. Do you do it all computer wise? Or are you actually drawing, like sketching out the looks of the characters and everything on paper?
Sometimes I do sketch them before I made them on the computer.
Was there an inspiration for Detective Pawlowski?
Maybe like Hopper from Stranger Things, like the grumpy old police officer, big mustache.
I thought of Tom Atkins. Remember Halloween 3, big mustache guy.
Kind of designed him after Josh Brolin a bit with a mustache.
Is this the mustache
That's
still
the
on?
mustache look, yeah.
The 70s porn?
Yeah, it looks good. But looks like
And oh my God, I love the Goonies.
Were there any kills or tapes or anything that didn't make it into the game? Any deleted ones?
No deleted ones, but some ideas I didn't go through with. I was thinking a lot about one on a construction site. So you have to overrun your victims with a steamroller or put them in cement or something. But most of my ideas, did make it into levels.
Do you write like an actual script or anything like that?
I mostly make it as I go. Yeah, I think of the story a bit in the back of my head, and I really make the level first, then the story. I see how that works out. Yeah.
Well, damn you for doing such a good job, where the rest of us have to write like the full script and plan everything out. And they're just like, that's what he says now. Boop.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
So then with the tape idea of it, so is John filming all of these kills? Is that the kind of idea of it?
Yeah. In part one, he is meant to tape all his kills. When Brian Kowalski enters his lair, you see the TV with the VHS recorder and all the tapes. So yeah, that should tell you he was filming every kill.
I mean, I got that idea. You communicated it enough, but I was just going like, wow, he's got some really good film equipment to get these panning shots and this wide of this and all of these.
Yep. It was mostly an excuse just to keep the cool VHS style over the game.
No, I loved it. I'm curious, what is the present that John Wade gives Melissa? He has a little box with like flies all over it. What's in the box? What's in the box?
I didn't even know that myself, but probably some dead animal like a rat or a bird.
Okay, we'll say a dead bird. Great, because he walks up to Melissa after
Madison, by the way. Sorry.
Madison, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Madison. I'm going to get raked over the coals for that one. All right. No, he sees Madison in the hallway and she says, thanks, I love the gift that you gave last time. So maybe she loves these dead animals?
Yeah, she doesn't really love them, but she's very kind like that.
Why is everyone so mean to John?
Well, mostly high schoolers. Being high schoolers, I think. John was a bit of a weird janitor. Silent, dirty, nasty, never said anything. Bit of a creep, stalker, giving dead animals his presents.
That's fair. Yeah, I just know even like the other janitor disliked him. The teacher, no one liked him. And then they lit him on fire.
Yeah.
Was there any inspiration for lighting him on fire?
No, but I thought it was cool to give him that very charred, burned look in part 2. I thought, let's see how disgusting and creepy I can make him when he's burned.
You did a very good job. I mean, that way you've got,
Thanks.
He's Michael Myers. He's got a little, Terrifier from the clown. He's got the Freddy from the Burns and everything.
Yep.
He's the school thing. It's this wonderful amalgamation of previous stuff, but for me, still feels like its own original telling of it. It didn't feel like too derivative or anything. So I was just like,
good.
This is great. I love it. It just feels like a classic thing.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry, I'll just keep lavishing praise on you for this game.
I appreciate it a lot. Thanks.
Yeah, and sometimes I just want to make sure that there are people out there that really appreciate the work that you do. And sometimes you're like, I don't know if anyone likes what I'm doing, and I'm living in this little, vacuum or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because you are in the Netherlands.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where you're originally from, or?
Yeah, always have been. Born and raised.
And you made an American-style game so well.
Thanks. Yes. Yeah, that's what movies do.
Do you remember your earliest horror movie that you ever watched?
It's probably if you count it as a horror movie, Scary Movie 3, I guess. I was afraid of that one.
You were afraid of that one?
Yep. The Ring Girl terrified me, yeah.
Did you ever get to watch the actual Ring?
Yeah, a lot of years later.
And was that any scarier, or were you like, Scary Movie 3 did it better?
No, it was scarier. Okay. It was scarier.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Scary Movie 3 got you into the genre.
Yep.
Honestly, how long can someone really wash their armpit? You had your guy in the shower.
Into the shower, yes. I gotta admit, that was the most easy animation to do, someone showering. Yep.
Because I think the other guy in the shower, too, in the locker room, was also just like...
Yep. Dirty armpits everywhere. It's hot out there.
I love that you press Z to kill, just because my name starts with a Z.
Yeah.
Did you do that for me? You did that for me?
Yes, I did. Absolutely. Sorry, I changed it in part 2.
Hey, I got the apology. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I was very sad. I was like, part 2.
I get it.
Speaking of part 2, that one already, as soon as you start, it has a much bigger scope and
Yeah.
kind of a slightly different presentation. How long did that one take to make?
I think the same, also 2 to 3 years. Not as big of breaks in between as part one.
So you changed the
Yeah.
art pretty much. It's more detailed. There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
We're using the same game engine. Did you change? What did you change in the sequel?
It's the same game engine, yeah. I thought, let's see how we can polish the graphics more, some more details here and there. Characters are a bit bigger than part one for style purposes. But mostly the rest of the formula is same. It's the same, more action involved, of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
with Madison's dad. Is that
Yeah.
William Tombstone Carpenter?
Yeah, yeah.
You added a third character because that also in the previous one you did have the nice bit of switching characters, and in this one you really switch between 4 characters at one point, mainly the 3
Yeah.
characters. What inspired the kind of William Tombstone, more action-oriented storyline?
Well, one of my favorite games is Hotline Miami, so I did a lot of inspiration from that game into this, and he's supposed to be some kind of John Wick.
We call him Baba Yaga.
Does that relate then to the dog?
Yeah, the dog is directly inspired from John Wick 4, yeah.
I'll say
And 3.
on stream, I was incredibly stressed out when you were pointing the gun at the dog. You got probably more of an emotional response from me from this game than any other game.
No. 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 I don't. You're on your own. Enjoy the stream.
Because you don't give an option. It's like you have to
Nope.
press this button. You're aimed at a dog. After John was so nice and pet the dog.
Yep.
And was just like befriending. You're like, you're making him into the hero. And I love that aspect of it.
Yeah, it was a little psych, a little prank. I would never kill a dog in any of my games.
That's what I wanted to hear. That's
a
what I wanted to
spoiler.
hear.
Nice.
You never have it. And then the next game is just shooting dogs. Just it's called shooting dogs, and you're just shooting dogs the whole time. Because also in that game, in the sequel, you added the kill and spare mechanic to give a little bit of choice there. Did that add complications to it? What was the reason you wanted to kind of add that in there?
It's mostly used to give the player a feeling of, oh, all right, so this character isn't entirely evil or merciless. You can spare some people. The choice doesn't matter a lot for the story, but it's just to show you, all right, William's not that bad. He's bad, but not John Wade bad.
Some of the gore in that section is worse than what John does. Like, man, he just takes out heads and just the jaw of the Yakuza guy and
Yep.
yeah, and it was stressful that I didn't get the spare option on the dog. So good work there on introducing that mechanic and then taking it away at that point and
Yeah.
still proving he's a good
worked.
dude. It worked
Yeah.
very well. The story for the sequel, how did that develop?
Yeah, so at first I never really wanted to make a sequel. I never really liked sequels on movies and games. I always loved them as one thing, one part, but I thought every slasher has a cheesy sequel. So let's do it.
I mean, how did the story kind of evolve from there? Because there's a lot more revealed about John. Like, how did the writing go of the sequel and anything like that?
Yes, wanted it partly a revenge story for the dad of Madison. John would just go ahead and kill, as he does.
Like
Brian
you do.
Kowalski, yeah, exactly. And Brian Kowalski was supposed to, he failed to kill John Wade in part one, so he felt responsible for taking him out. So more of a grief story, redemption for Brian Kowalski. So that's the only thing that started it, and I wasn't even going to make William Carpenter the dad of Madison. Madison wasn't supposed to be, spoiler, John's sister, so that all came later.
Oh, so that just kind of evolved over time
Yeah,
there?
yeah. I thought to myself, what if it did this? What if I told everybody Madison is his sister? Let's see what happens.
There's your Carpenter influences right there. I mean, Carpenter didn't want to do Halloween 2, and he's like, fine, you know what? It's the sister.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, I like that. I like that reveal, and that, John Wade's name isn't even John, it's Billy, little monstrous little character.
Yeah, he was evil.
Why was John evil?
No, he was always troubled, but his mom made it a lot worse. She wasn't the best mom in the world as well. So at one point it just snapped. He was evil already, but that sealed the deal.
So it wasn't a demonic Pong game.
No. The Pong game was just a Pong game. Boing, I call it.
Oh, it's called Boing?
For copyright measures, yeah.
Great. Yes. No, absolutely. Yes. Very good. I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
you even have other copyrighted like Xeno, The Object. There are a lot of horror Easter eggs in the game.
Yeah.
More in the sequel, I think, than the first one. In the first one, I definitely clocked, Jason mask, Michael Myers mask, Ghostface is in there. Were there any hidden ones in there that maybe people don't notice?
Well, there was one very obvious one, but no one seemed to notice. The scarecrow in the wheat field was Jeepers Creepers.
That is Jeepers Creepers. I did actually.
Yeah.
I called that one out.
I will say he actually is dressed very much Jeepers Creepers like.
All right.
Any
Cool.
other hard to find ones?
I think the smallest one is in part 2, the sewer level. When we walk through the street, there's a little tiny paper boat floating across the street, a reference to it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I did not
Very
see
subtle.
that one. Because then you did the subway, which basically just had all of them on there.
Yeah.
Like, Freddy's just there. He's just
Yeah.
there. We never say their name, so it's okay.
Nope. I went completely ham there. Yeah.
No, it's wonderful homages to all of the things that come before it. You know where this comes from. And you're
Yeah.
like, yes, it's this. We got it. We all love this stuff. And we're just going to do it. And it feels like it comes from a true place of love for the genre.
Yeah. It does. Really.
Sorry, going back to the first game for a second, I remember Mad Jack's bar took me forever to get through, and I don't know if that's just me.
No! I was trying to grab the knife. I'm a jackass.
Because then you call it out in the sequel as a video game version of the bar sequence.
Yep.
Did you have pushback from that you're like, I'm going to do another nod for it? Or like, what was the connection between those two?
Well, in part 1, the level was already very arcade-like, like wave modes, enemies coming from all directions. So I thought that's the perfect level to convert into a little arcade minigame.
It traumatized me because I
apologize.
I feel like I spent 20 minutes of my gameplay time just on that.
Fuck off!
Yeah, I read it was very frustrating for a lot of people. So there are charges in the top left corner for your weapon.
Once I figured it out, it makes sense and I got it. We're also in a more, tutorial-based society of like, okay, we do the tutorial level and everything. And yours is basically just, here's some things graffitied on a wall. There's your tutorial. Move this way, pick up this way, done.
Yep.
That's it.
I don't like making tutorials, so I just want to subtly implement them into the first level.
I like that a lot. And
That's
then
good.
just as soon as the gameplay changed, I was just like, oh, shit, now I'm broken.
Well, the hitboxes were very weird, I have to
Okay.
admit.
Because then in the second one, you did a chase scene, which again changed up the gameplay mechanic.
Well, I didn't want to give Brian Pawlowski all the boring just walk levels.
That was my new bar level. Because it took me forever to get through that one as
It
well.
requires a lot of timing. Yep.
Fuck off. I was so close.
Mad Jack's bar, was that location inspired by anything?
I'd say maybe a bar from the series Supernatural. Or like that.
Oh, you're a Supernatural fan?
Yeah, a lot.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I got my angel blade right here. Yeah. I, with longer hair, have cosplayed as Sam. It reminded me of the bar from Terminator 2, the one that he walks into. It felt very much like that one. But once again, I am wrong with my...
Yeah, sorry.
I also just want to compliment the humor that you put into the game as well. In the second game, I remember there was like John Wade's dressed up as a character and he's like, hey man, those bicep curls are working. Stay away from my wife.
Yeah.
I genuinely got some laughs and things. Like, do you have, are you lean more towards the horror comedy? Do you like the pure horror stuff? Or, what are comedic influences on you or anything as well?
I like to spice things up sometimes with comedy horror. I just seen The Monkey the other night. It was very fun.
That is
a lot of dark humor.
And it's basically a kill showcase, kind of like what yours is. It's just like, all right, well, here's the thing. Boom, done. And so in the second one, you had a few more credits. Was that just for music? Or were there other people that helped you with some other stuff?
Mostly one good friend of mine who made some music as well. Some other stock music makers. I didn't make all the music myself in part 2.
There's like a more of a noir feel at certain times too. I think even when we were talking about the increased visuals and things, you added some kind of like more lighting effects. You did keep the tape in between things, but they're now labeled as acts instead.
Yeah.
And that's usually we're in a 3-act structure, and this is a very long act structure.
Yeah. I just like the word act.
Perfect.
That's
That's
it.
a reason to do it.
it.
Oh my God. I love it. I mean, what is your horror game? Like, which one of your favorite horror games?
Right now, mostly Dead by Daylight. Favorite franchise right now, I think, is Resident Evil. Love the BioShock games, Outlast, those kind of things.
We're aligned. All right, good. We're
Yeah.
all at the same.
Good.
So then, Happy Hills Homicide 2 had a pretty finite ending, it seemed.
Yeah,
Did
it seemed.
do you have plans for another one or thoughts or, what?
Well, I really wanted to be at the end of John Wade. I thought, all right, it's done. Yeah, you never know. In every slasher movie, the killer seems dead at the end. So, and everyone can wear the mask, so you never know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great ominous sound up. Anyone can wear the
Yeah.
mask. You never know. Is there a game that you're working on currently?
No, not yet. No. Yeah, I really wanted to concentrate on not having to make or do anything and just enjoy some games myself. But I will soon. I feel like doing it again.
Do you think you're gonna break out of this genre, stick into the horror space?
It's mostly going to be horror, but I also wanted to try a very big RPG fantasy-like game, more story-driven games, maybe some classic platformer, 2D platformer. But I think it will be horror again.
I mean, you're very good at it, and
Oh, thank
you're very knowledgeable, and I can tell you love the material as much as
Yeah.
a fellow horror fan out there. This was amazing. Thank you so much for joining. I
Yeah.
thought that I would just never get to see who you were or anything of that nature. I was like, this person just doesn't exist on the internet. They're all right. They just made this thing that I love, and I'll never get to meet them.
Well, eventually it will.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for being here. Look forward to your next game. And
Yes.
until next time, be a good game designer.